Alright, so that's the picture that I'll be doing. Right now, I've got everything masked off, the shirt, the face, and I'm just going to work on the background. This is the first time that I've done like a blurry background, so, bear with me. So far, what I've broken it down to is each section use 3 or more colors, basically. Like each leaf, you want to use, if it's a brown leaf, you want to use beige, brown, and dark brown. I stayed away from black as much as I could in the background just to push it farther back. I used white, but white, when it goes through an airbrush, is oftentimes muted, so it pushed itself into the background. So, try to stay with a consistent color, and I don't know. I'm not gonna talk all the way through this shit. So y'all, when I think of something, I'll let y'all know. Don't use sharp lines, basically. It's blurry, so stay away from getting up too close to the canvas. In a perfect world, I'd have 2 setups. Like, I'm using a Iwata Eclipse HPBCS bottom feed, which is probably dumb. It's supposed to be used, I'm guessing, for t-shirts. So I got like a shit ton of paints that are in bottles. That way I can switch back and forth from canvas to shirt to automotive and everything. But in a perfect world, I'd have a station for airbrush and a station for canvas and a station for automotive. But since my fucking shop is only like 300 square feet, I don't get that luxury. So if y'all want to comment about that, then go ahead. I'll probably have to research to see how long these videos should be, because you guys probably aren't gonna watch the whole. It looks like 10 minutes and 57 seconds. So next one, I'll probably cut it down to 5 minutes. I'll research it and I'll see what the people tell me, and then I'll do what they tell me to do. As you can see here, I'm airbrushing on the canvas. And right now what I'm doing is airbrushing on the canvas. For an added sense of realism and to get a nice little sharp quality, I use a airbrush, and then I use paintbrush as well. But I do that only on try to reserve that for just clothing, eyes, maybe nostrils, teeth, lips, shoes. And I'm not good enough to do it for skin, because the blending is necessary on skin, like overtly necessary on skin. So fuck that. I got the airbrush, so that's what the airbrush is for. That insta blending. I wonder if that's an Instagram hashtag. I don't know if anybody's like new to airbrushing, but when you see me pick off the front of the airbrush, that's just me clearing the nozzle and the needle of debris, the hardened chunks of paint that make it through to the tip, but don't want to squirt out. See, I just did it. See, yeah, my box. I was lying. I realize I do that a lot. I probably don't need to do it that much. It's probably like not a nervous tick, but a habit. See how I use some bright, looks like fluorescent green, like a neon color. A little bit too bright for the back, so I'll end up making the colors around it a little more bold to push that color back. But then also I'll end up pushing that back, the neon, using probably white or brown. I don't know yet, man. I haven't done it, so we'll see. I ain't gonna lie, like it's tedious, you know. Right now I'm using dark brown. I just used gray before, so when I have a choice between brown and gray, I choose gray, because again, you want to use this neutral. You want to use colors that are neutral. But at the same time, you still want to have a little bit of chroma in the background. You don't want it to be completely black and white. When I rub the frisket, I'm really trying more to secure it to the canvas. You want to get a permanent contact paper. Of course, it's not going to be permanent on the canvas, you know. You can get frisket, but I think because of how bumpy the canvas is, it doesn't really stick. So, and frisket is the same thing as, you know, contact paper that you would use to line the drawers of your, you know, in your kitchen. So, you know, and it's cheaper. I think frisket is like $50 a roll or some stupid shit like that. I mean, the contact paper, you can get that from the dollar store. Although the dollar store one doesn't have the permanent one. Permanent. Anyway, get the highest tack that you can get is what I'm saying. Get permanent if you see permanent. If you see low tack, don't use that shit. As soon as you put it on the canvas, it'll start to peel away. If you have a space like mine where at 5 o'clock the sun is beating down on everything in the store, it'll peel off. It'll peel off. So just use permanent tack. That way, it will stay. It will stay as much as it can. All right, so this is pretty much the end of that little section. I'll probably go back in and mute it a little bit with some white